from the 6th Detective District to assist in the hunt. 2 additional men from the Manhattan East Homicide Squad were sent to lend a hand. At the turnout of the platoons for the night tour at 4 p.m. and the late tour at midnight, the uniformed officers of the 21st were given descriptions of the fugitives and shown their photographs. If they were holed up in the precinct and showed their faces on the street, it was more than possible that any one of the 150 men who patrolled every inch of the streets might spot them. At 7:45 the next morning, I came into the muster room to report for duty for my day tour. I walked around behind the desk where Lieutenant Pope was on duty as desk officer and signed the blotter. Then I passed the telephone switchboard where Sergeant Collins was on the job.
Good morning, Captain.
Sergeant?
There's a few messages on your desk.
Oh, good. Listen.
Excuse me, Captain.
Yeah, go ahead.
21st Precinct, Sergeant Collins. Yeah? All right. Yes, sir, we'll take care of it. Park Avenue and 68, yes, sir. Thank you. Dead dog in the street, Park Avenue and 68, Captain. Yes, sir.
Any trace of those 2 Philadelphia fugitives?
There must not be. Lieutenant King asked us to keep giving the descriptions to the men.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll be in my office.
Yes, sir. Captain.
Morning, man.
You talked to the man about those 2 fugitives this morning,
Yes, man, sure. How are you doing with them?
Yeah, not too good. The girl identifies the pictures of both of them. She's sure about them.
Go ahead.
Yes. But that's the only thing she is sure about. We had her out riding almost all day yesterday. She couldn't locate the building. She had no idea where it is.
Mm-hmm. What else have you got working on it?
Well, she may not be able to locate the house they're in, but we're pretty sure it's in the precinct.
Mm-hmm.
She was telling us about the party there. Champagne, all kinds of fancy food and liquor. Seems that one of them, this Rick Nayland, has a taste for that Swedish liquor, aquavit.
Yeah?
He had several bottles of it there, she said. Well, we know they were in Philadelphia before they got into the deal. They came to New York in a hurry. They certainly didn't carry that liquor with them. Must have bought it here.
Aquavit? That stuff's not too common.
No, sir. Well, I figured a liquor store might carry a bottle or 2 of it, but if somebody wants to order a case or more, they'd have to get it special.
That's good, man. Might amount to something.
Better, Captain. That's all we've got.
In another few minutes, I turned out the platoon for the day tour. The men were given detailed descriptions of the Philadelphia fugitives and marched out of the station house to take over their posts. I went into my office and started on the paperwork, the signing of reports and reading of communications. As soon as the licensed package stores began to open for the day's business, detectives assigned to the job resumed their canvass. In teams of 2, they worked all day. No luck. Finally, at 5 p.m., Detectives Scanlon and DeLuca walked into a package store on 3rd Avenue near 73rd.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Would you like to look over our specials?
Have you got a few...
I'm sorry. This other gentleman was first.
Where to get him?
Oh.
We're police officers. I'm Detective DeLuca. This is Detective Scanlon.
What can I do for you? We're just checking up. We're looking for a fellow who might have bought a lot of aquavit, a case maybe. You sell a lot of this stuff? No, it could sit on the shelf for months. This is not an aquavit drinking country. Have you sold any recently? Me? Yeah. A bottle here, a bottle there.
I mean by the case.
To that fellow you're looking for? Yeah. No. Well, wait a minute. Just because I didn't sell it don't mean it hasn't been sold. The boss could have sold it.
Is he in?
No, I'm just here alone right now. Tomorrow morning he'll be in. He's out playing golf. He's a great golf enthusiast.
What time will he be in?
Well, he don't have to be in. If somebody wanted a case of aquavit, we wouldn't have it in stock. Not in this store. We'd have to order it in from the distributor, so the customer would leave his order and we'd write it down in this book. When the merchandise came in, we'd phone him to come get it. Well, can you look? That's what I'm fixing to do. You'll just have the patience. Yes, sir. Let's see. Would it have been this week?
Probably.
Oh, yes. Aquavit. Yo, 1 case. Helgerson's. Good brand. Imported. Let's see. 1 case at $69.25. The stuff ain't cheap.
What name did he give? Let's see.
Robert, Newfield.
Well, that could be Nayland. The initials tie up.
Yeah, Eldorado 58098 there. Don't you take an address? Why? They order the stuff. When it comes in, we call them on a telephone. They come and get it.
When was this ordered?
Well, the order went in on Tuesday. It says it arrived here Wednesday afternoon. They came and picked it up. That's what it says.
Who sold them?
That looks like the boss is writing. He won't be here until tomorrow.
Where can we get in touch with him?
Well, about the 16th hole, I'd say.
Well, we can check out the telephone number and get the address that way.
Yeah, let's hope there isn't another aquavit drinker around here.
There ain't many. Take my word for it. That stuff gathers dust on the shelves. It's a long time between aquavit customers. They're scarce.
Are they? We're going to make them even scarcer. This information was telephoned immediately to Lieutenant King. The telephone number, Eldorado 58098, was checked out. The address listed turned out to be a brownstone house converted into apartments on 74th Street near 2nd Avenue. A plant was put on the building. In order to avoid observation, the superintendent of the building was called on the telephone and asked to meet Lieutenant King in a drugstore on the corner. He was taken to the lieutenant's car and questioned concerning the fugitives. He said that an apartment, 2B, had been subleased furnished to a Robert Newfield just 10 days earlier by a tenant who would be out of town for 3 months. In the 10 days, he had seen Robert Newfield only once. The superintendent was shown the photograph of the killer, Richard Nayland. Although he said he thought it resembled the new occupant of the apartment, Robert Newfield, he would not make a positive identification. He was shown the picture of the other fugitive, Carl Brider. The superintendent could not remember ever having seen him. At 5:30 p.m., Lieutenant King sent Detective DeLuca to Brooklyn to get the girl, Grace Burgess, and bring her to the 21st Squad. Then, with them, he rode to the 74th Street address.
I hope this isn't another wild goose chase.
Well, believe me, you don't hope so any more than we do.
I had this date tonight. I gave the boy some silly excuse when I broke it. Probably thought I was lying.
Well, we'll give you a letter.
Will you?
All right, slow down, lad.
Yes, sir.
Third house from the corner, Grace.
The brownstone?
That's right.
Yeah, I have no reason to remember.
That's where you were to the party, wasn't it?
It's late at night. Listen, is that door red? The front door of the house, I mean?
Yes, it's painted red.
Well, I do remember the building had a red front door. I remarked at the time to Carl, what a nice front door, I said.
When you went in, how many flights of stairs did you go up?
Well, just inside and up one flight, if my memory serves me.
Was the apartment toward the back or toward the street?
Uh-huh.
Well, which?
Honest to goodness, I expect you to remember. I can't remember every little thing. Oh! You know what?
What?
I do remember something. When we were going in, there was a lady coming out, and she had the nicest little French poodle you ever saw. Little bitty thing. Just as big. Very little dog. I remarked to Carl at the time. I never saw a cuter dog.
What color was the dog?
Black, I think? Yeah, black.
All right, lad, let's go back. Yes, sir.
Oh, if I can't say definitely, I can't say definitely.
You've been a lot of help, Miss Burgess.
Have I?
A lot of help. Yes.
After Lieutenant King returned to the precinct, he sent Detective DeLuca back to 74th Street to talk once more to the superintendent of the building. The super confirmed that there was a tenant who owned a dog exactly as described by Grace Burgess. The plant was maintained on the building. Neither of the suspects was seen to enter or leave. There was no indication whether anyone was in the apartment being kept under surveillance. Because the fugitives were killers and both probably armed, it was decided to wait until early in the morning. In the meantime, the raid detail was organized. It consisted of 6 detectives from the 21st Squad, 2 from the 6th Detective District, and 4 patrolmen from the 21st Precinct. I stayed on the job to go along with Lieutenant King. The pass key to the apartment was obtained from the super, and at 4 a.m. all the men were given their various assignments. With Detectives DeLuca, Scanlon, and Howard, Lieutenant King and I walked toward the street entrance of the building.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Okay. Now,
What, Nat?
well, I got a haircut today. I forgot.
Did you?
Okay. Whitey. Yes, sir. Up to the top. Go on.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Here's the key lock. Yes, sir. Quiet. Okay, inside.
There's one on the couch. He's sleeping, Cam.
Yes, sir.
That's the bedroom.
Come on.
There he is on the bed.
All right, Joe.
He's out cold.
Come on your feet.
Let him lay there, Lud.
Yes, sir.
He's not going anyplace.
Oh. He's full of this. Aquavit.
Stay with him, Lud. Captain.
Coming?
Okay, Scanlon.
Yes, sir. He's passed out cold.
Well, he's the boys, all right. It's a good color.
Yes, sir. Sure is.
Well, Matt, there'll be some departmental recognition for this. There's one commendation the commissioner shouldn't forget.
Which one is that, Captain?
Aquavit.
'21st Precinct, Sergeant Collins. Who's trying to kill her? How old is the girl? 16? What is it?
And so it goes, around the clock, through the week, every day, every year. A police precinct in the city of New York is a flesh and blood merry-go-round. Anyone can catch the brass ring, or the brass ring can catch anyone.
21st Precinct, transcribed, a factual account of the way the police work in the world's largest city. It's presented with the official cooperation of the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association, an organization of more than 20,000 members of the police department, City of New York. Everett Sloan in the role of Captain Kennelly, Ken Lynch as Lieutenant King. Featured in tonight's cast were Elspeth Eric, Evelyn Varden, John Sylvester, Eric Drexler, John Gibson, Joseph Julian, and Jack Orison. Written and directed by Stanley Niss. Produced for CBS Radio by John Ives. Bob Pfeiffer speaking.